So, I'm finally in here on the floor that I built myself. The place finally has a floor. I'm so excited, I'm so happy. It really feels like summer here now in England, and I'm finally ready to start putting the insulation in my floor in the studio renovation. Okay, it's about 7 a.m. I've already been in here a while doing the insulation in the floor. I started really early because basically it's hot, and wearing this thing and the mask in here with a load of fluffy wool is horrible. So I'm trying to use these few hours early in the morning while it's cool. But what I'm basically doing is making like a little hammock with the breather membrane that I got, and then I'm putting the insulation inside, and it seems to be going okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this, and yeah, hopefully I can get it done quite quickly. The insulation wool is made out of fiberglass, I think, and this means it can be quite irritating for your skin, so that's why you have to wear a suit and gloves and a mask. Even with all of those on, it was still quite itchy. The reason that I put battens on the floor in the first place is because the original floor of the barn is very uneven. This meant that some of the spaces for insulation were really big and some were very shallow. So I ordered a few different widths of insulation wool. This job is actually not that bad. I'm surprised. Going really quickly. Also, the stuff is really easy to work with. Every other job I've been doing has taken so long, like days or weeks. It's just really weird that this could be done in like one day. One of the old barns on the farm is currently inaccessible because it's so overgrown with nettles. So I had to climb into it with a ladder, but there's a load of straw in there and I wanted to put some underneath the strawberry patch to stop the fruits from touching the ground. Last year, a lot of them rotted before they were really ripe because they were touching the soil. so I thought I would try putting straw down to keep them off the ground. Obviously, that's why they're called strawberries. I only recently realised that. Once my insulation was in the floor, I could start putting down the tongue and groove boards. This was really exciting because this is kind of the one luxury that I've allowed myself in this project. Everything else pretty much has been using upcycled materials, things around the farm, reusing stuff, or just finding clever ways to avoid spending a lot of money. So this part of the job, I knew I needed to buy proper, new, strong timber that I could rely on. My approach to all of these things I've never done before is to just kind of start them without thinking too much, almost to trick myself into starting them, because otherwise you can get really stuck being scared that you don't know what you're doing. The fact you don't know what you're doing, you can't fix it until you start doing the task. So you might as well just start and then work it out as you go along. Okay, so this is going okay. I already did make a bit of a mistake where basically I didn't realise that where my boards end has to be over a joist, a batten, and there's a couple where they're unsupported and they're a bit dodgy. Also, it means that I'm going to use more wood because there's going to be some wastage when I cut the ends off like this, which means I probably won't have enough wood. But anyway, I'm just going to get on with it and deal with that later. I did consider hiring a porter nailer or like a floor nailer, but in the end I decided to save the money and do it by hand. It was slower doing it this way, but actually I'm kind of glad that I didn't hire the nailer because it was quite slow work getting the boards to fit together, and I think I'd have been paying for a lot of time with the nailer when I was actually just wrestling with floorboards. I'm really tempted to just power on with this, but I'm actually really tired and I think I need to take a break. So I'm going to stop for a bit. Oh. So the next thing I need to do here is cut this board along this edge to make sure that it fits up perfectly neatly with this thing. I'm going to use these washers and run along the edge and see if I can transfer the line onto the board. To cut out these bits, I used my granddad's really old jigsaw. I don't know how old it is, but it sounds like a motorbike. It might even be older than me. I'm so excited about this now. I can't believe how good it looks, and the idea that I might actually be close to having a floor finished in here is crazy after so long. I can't wait now to finish. I just came out here to harvest some of the strawberries because they're ripening so fast at the moment. Like every day there's loads more, and I just got so many, I can't believe it. This is amazing. Putting down the straw underneath them was definitely worth doing because I did not get this many last year. They haven't rotted like they sometimes do, and then you lose loads of the fruit. So I'm really, really pleased with all these. This is amazing. This strawberry is giant. Can't believe we actually grew this. I can't eat these all at once though, that would be crazy. The thing that's nice is that these plants, strawberry plants, are all from different places and times. So I don't really know what varieties they are. They're definitely a whole load of different varieties. So they all taste slightly different. This is officially the last bit of the floor. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So, I'm finally in here on the floor that I built myself. The place finally has a floor. I'm so excited, I'm so happy. I love how it looks and I'm so pleased it's done. It was quite tiring. Not the worst job I've done in this project. It was actually quite nice to do. So I'm just really pleased with it. It's so good that this place is finally becoming a room, like a usable space, rather than just a building site and a mess, which it's been for so long. This has been a long project now, more than a year I've been doing this. But I'm so happy with the way it looks now, and I'm actually really tempted to start moving in furniture and things already. But I just need to finish a few other things first, like the doors and some other bits and bobs. So I'm going to resist that, but I'm really, really excited for when I can move in and start working in here.